That's what I live with. That is, if you're wondering where some of my quirks come from, it is from people like that. Good morning. I thought today we'd go explore Paris, Kentucky, because yes, that is a thing. And I always have to plan this to go on a Saturday because most of these small shops in these small towns are closed on Sunday. So let's go today. We'll spend the morning and like mid-afternoon, and then we're gonna go actually to a wine tasting slash charcuterie event with a friend because it pays to be friends with a local influencer. I'm on my second cup, and don't worry, there's no alcohol actually in this. I need to get dressed soon because I want to leave early, not early, super early, but like I want to leave the house by like 9 and it's about 8:30, so maybe leave by like 9:15, something like that. I got up at like 7:30, which I know is like super early, but I went to bed early and I've just been better about not like sleeping, going to bed early, or at least earlier. For a while it was really rough, but it was the thing of like I would get up really early and then also be going to bed late. The reason I was getting up early is A, because it was light outside, which has been a problem for me for years. Ever since I left California, it's been a big problem for me of like I wake up with the sun sometimes, most of the time. And then with like the fact that I'd actually been helping one of my siblings who just had a kid, and I'd be having to try to get up as like by like 6:30. I'd be going to bed past 11:30, between 11:30 and midnight, because I was chief bottle washer. I would get up at about 6:30 to get the dog up. So yeah. Okay, I'm now finally leaving. It's almost like 10 a.m. Whoops. I was having struggles trying to find outfits and then other things. So like, yeah. But I'm dressed really cute. I feel cute. And then let's go to Paris and hopefully I can figure out parking. And like, even if I have to like park on the street, I can find a parking spot that does not require me to parallel park because I can't parallel park. Okay, so I have made it to Paris, Kentucky in Bourbon County. It's a very French name and everything, because yes, Bourbon County is named after the House of Bourbon. So yeah, Paris and Bourbon County is probably where we get the name for the like spirit. So I'm parked and yeah, let's go. The first stop was this coffee shop called Happy People, where I ended up just getting myself a large cafe au lait because that's one of my favorites. Also was able to get a breakfast burrito of sorts, although it was called the California wrap, but it's a breakfast burrito. They even had a coffee roaster there. It was just a very fun, kind of hipstery place that I like. After coffee, I ended up wandering downtown a bit and went into Lockley's Antiques, which was very busy and very crowded in terms of stuff. They also looked like they had a attic, but I didn't go in there because I was unsure. Also, downtown in front of what is now a wedding venue is a mosaic for JCPenney's, kind of showing the heyday of those old department stores. That is a really random look for an Edward Jones. I think that's also copper on the building. So, this is an apartment building and that's kind of cute, and then you got a hotel over here. Kind of like it. This has been kind of fun, although I haven't actually gone into many stores, and Paris, like so many of these places, is like a one street, main street. Yeah, so just sipping on my cafe au lait, and there's a couple of spots I'm going to stop at that I realized, oh, I'd walked past it, so we're kind of walking back and we'll go around to the other places later. So this place is called Duncan's Tavern, and let's go check it out. I got the quickest tour in there, so I don't have anything really to be like, oh yes, it was this or that, but this place is involved with the DAR, which my mom is like really involved in, and the genealogical stuff. There's probably a lot of things with my family in it, because they're originally from this area. We've also got a guide now. So So this is something involving Secretariat. Yeah. Huh. Pretty park. They at least talk a bit about the Claiborne Farm. Maybe I'll go there at some point. And then also Paris. So there's the Hopewell. Used to be called Hopewell, which I'm gonna go to that like Hopewell Museum. I think that'll be interesting. And then also, as I mentioned before, the discussion about Paris and like the American love of France. Some history about Secretariat. So yeah, 'cause I think Secretariat was born in Virginia, but I think maybe his family was from here. Oh, so it turns out it's because Secretariat ended up living here for the latter part of his life. But yeah, very cool. You learn something new every day. Every one of these places has so many antique shops that it's crazy. The rainbow produce on the side of the farmer's market. So the museum that I was going to check out is not open until noon, so instead I'm going to walk over to Hartfield & Co. distillery and just check out their gift shop, maybe pick up something, but I don't know. So let's check this place out. I couldn't find the proper entrance for the Arboretum, so I decided just to keep on walking to the distillery. Yeah, I've been to this one before, back in like 2022. It's like Halloween weekend. You can see it on my Instagram, or here's a photo of me there. But yeah, let's go check out how it's changed in the past like 2 years. So this was cool because this has just been filled with, and it has plexiglass, so you can see how the bourbon's color changes over the years, and you can see how much bourbon you're going to actually lose over the next couple of years. So we also did the tasting, which was pretty good, although I didn't care for their Frankenstein, but some of their other bourbons were decent, but I didn't really want to buy any. So the bourbon was fun. I did the tasting, and I'm now gonna try to get myself out of my parking spot because yeah, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so I'm finally back at my house. I could have probably done more. There was more things I should have gone to. Like there was a leather goods place, so you could have seen stuff that's used for like freaking horses. But I was getting tired, and when I was complaining about the driving, it's because the car behind me pulled up really close, which is like the exact opposite of what my mom always told me to do when in kind of like street parking. Is she always told me to park as far back so the car in front of me has an easier time getting out. I picked up a lemon bar, and the strawberries already fell off it. And the the lemon matches my outfit. So those are just strawberries with a little bit of sugar on it. I love lemon bars, and I haven't had one in a long time, so let's try this. It's okay. I think I'd want almost a slightly different texture. Maybe a little bit more crunch, or like bottom, the crust is very flaky, which is generally good. But yeah, I don't like the combo of this crust with the lemon curd. And the lemon curd is only like slightly tart and kind of an interesting texture. So, not my favorite, but it's not bad. So I made it to the hotel, and I'm walking over so I can go do this wine tasting / charcuterie board thing. I don't know if my friend is already here or not. I just texted her, but haven't heard back. So with the charcuterie board, we're just drinking wine throughout it because it was super hot at the hotel. And you can see as we start building things, and there was a guy walking around explaining stuff and all the different parts, and I liked the blue cheese a lot. So the wine tasting was pretty fun. We were sat next to a couple that was almost identical to my parents, not in terms of looks, but in terms of personalities, definitely. And there was some tactful stuff where I was like, oh shoot, because they were like, so there's a lot of Muslims in Minnesota, and I was like, oh god, because I'd made a comment, because Minnesota is really religious. It is like the South, but Lutheran instead of Baptist, and they're like, really? And I was like, yes, so much yes. That's kind of crazy. And there's a charcuterie board, and that was the first 10 minutes of it, and then wine tasting, and you could pay for more wine, but it's not going to do that. But yeah, that was an interesting time. Also now have a free flight at this one winery, so I'll go back at some point, and I'll probably take y'all with me. was passing by the Joann, so I thought I'd go in just to see if there's any crafts I want. Last time I was there, it's kind of depressing because Joann's has been going, like, bankruptcy and doing whatever needs to be done with that. I did end up picking up one of these, like, fleece blankets to make because it was 20 bucks, and I've been wanting one, and it says let it snow, so yay, Christmassy Vlogmas stuff. I mean, it's also Christmas in July, so yeah. And I was contemplating going out to dinner, but I think I'm just gonna go home and probably eat like a lean cuisine or something because I'm not super hungry, but I know I'm probably should eat something. I'll also probably eat some of those cherries I bought. Oh, I'm excited. Also, I forgot to show y'all what I picked up after I left. I went and finally got my mug that I had made, so y'all are going to see that when I am doing a new intro. I made that at one of those like paint pottery places about a week and a half ago with one of my friends, and I thought it'd be fun, so yeah, did that, and I need to make that intro. I have finally at least edited one video. I'm going to try to edit another video. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, but the guy that we were sitting with, like, so we were sitting with a couple at the wine tasting, and the guy was so much like my dad. Like, it was scarily similar. And what was also funny is at least the wife at least kind of started off the conversation, and then the husband just took it over, which is similar to how my parents go. My mom is usually the one that breaks the ice, and then my dad just will go off afterwards. And yeah, there was conversation points where I'm like, ooh, yeah. And God, it was just kind of crazy. They were from originally New Mexico, but they had retired out in Alabama because they'd moved down there with like Lockheed. And it was just like kind of crazy of just how similar they were. And yeah, the wine tasting was so-so. But yeah, they were an interesting couple to talk with. The dad, he was very much, again, giving, for me, a paternal figure, and I just kind of looked at my friend and I'm like, that's what I live with. That is, if you're wondering where some of my quirks come from, it is from people like that. They were very nice, they were very sweet, but I was like, that kind of personality type is like, what I grew up with. Like, he was giving all this, like, advice, so my friend may pass it on, she may just be like, whatever. That was an experience. I have been editing videos. I got one completely edited, and then I got another one, like, God, probably only about 10% done, maybe 15, but I've started it, which is great for me, and I now need to get a shower because I am still very gross and sweaty from today, but I'm so fatigued from, like, all of the walking I've done in the past week. As y'all maybe can tell, I am showered, and I am just tired. It's like 11:30 and I'm about to pass out. Yes, so I hope you guys liked this little trip to Paris and all the other activities. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!